I'm going to show you two Hitmonchan decks in this video. This is the fourth one we made, aka 4chan. This is Hitmonchan EX with Rampardos, and this is set up very simply. You guarantee Hitmonchan is in the active spot right when you start, so you can start swinging for 50 damage right away. You have two copies of Giovanni in this deck. That is very intentional, so you can deal with the 60 HP breakpoints from some of the squishier basic Pokemon in the meta right now. It also helps with Rampardos that we want to get onto our bench, right? Rampardos can do 130. If you run into things like Suicune, Entei, you can one-shot them with Giovanni. This deck is set up to put early pressure on your opponents and then ironically deal the knockout blow, not with Hitmonchan, but with Rampardos. And it's a really great version of this. There's another version I want to show you though, and that is this, Hitmonchan EX with Aerodactyl EX. The idea behind this, of course, is that you're putting a ton of pressure on your opponents with Chan, and you stop them from evolving in the active spot with Aerodactyl EX, and pick up some big KOs with it later in the match. This is actually the most fun version of Hitmonchan that we played on stream, but Rampardos, I think, is probably the strongest version because it can take down some of the chunkier mega Pokemon. Rich McCann, when running Altaria, you think Jirachi, Chingling are the best? I want to try both those cards, so that'll be our next deck, Rich. After we mess with Hitmonchan for a bit, we'll try Altaria with Chingling. Looks really cool. I could Sabrina right now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna Sabrina right now. If they keep in Froakie, I can get a quick KO with a Geo. And it slows them down a little, right? If they retreat, then they have to pay for it, so I think it's worth it. Ah, they get the other Froakie. Still, yeah, okay. They're powering the bench. Are you telling me you think you have it in your hand? Really? We'll take one. Quick straight. Pow! We get one. Is Klefki broken? I haven't used it yet, Yummy Punny. It doesn't seem broken, but it could be really good, but it doesn't seem broken. Seems like it could be a really good card, though. We have red. We have a red card. I don't have the rest of my bench. I think I have to red card him here. I'm gonna punch you with this. If they don't have Irida, they have to retreat here. Let's see what they get. Ah, Cape. Okay. Cape works. Cape works. And Irida. Okay, dude. You have both of them. Oh, so cool. Okay. Professors. Yeah. We need some cards here, please. And thank you. We don't get them. If I repel, I don't think they give me. I can't use repel right now, unfortunately. Like I can, right? But I can't win with it yet. If I could repel and they give me Froakie, that would be killer, but that's not what's happening. Ooh, thank you for the super chat. Abelash, is that how I say it? Thank you so much, buddy. We'll get to that here in 1 second. We're kind of cooked, guys. And we got our old Amba. I could red right now. They're down to 10. This also sets up a Guzma play. But we might be cooked. They rare candy the ninja. They can't. Oh, it's Greninja EX even. Okay. Not what I expected. I thought they were going with base ninja. Bom bom. Nope, it's the EX version. This is how Old Amber wins the game by itself. Guzma. Bye. I'd like a world where they are wondering whether I ever got my card or not. That's the more fun world, isn't it? We're going first. Not ideal. Going second is obviously superior for this deck. Hope you've been doing well and enjoying the new set. Thanks, Jay. Thank you, Jay Biggs, buddy. You think I'd be a good actor in Broadway shows? Well, I can't sing, so they don't love that. Let me tell you. They want you to be able to sing. A couple are ambers, professors, copycat, and red. The nice thing about this is Aerodactyl shuts down the Magikarp ability to be able to evolve in the active spot. The reason I put both Old Ambers, by the way, is because I can just discard one of them right here. Which is my plan. Because I kind of figured they were going to make that play, right? We'll take 1 KO right now. 1K. Why Amber when they have Suicune? So I can play Aerodactyl. Because if I have Aerodactyl here in the active spot, it means they can't evolve, or on the bench, excuse me, it means they can't evolve that Magikarp in the active spot. So it slows them down. See, now they have to play it from the bench. Which is exactly what we want. Gary is still super strong. They could still beat us, but we have options now. Bum, bum, bum. Hit him with a red. Hit him with a red with a quick straight. Thank you for the prime, Gravity Boy. Appreciate you, buddy. I'm going to Japan next week. This is Smear in the chat. I'm going to Japan next week for almost a month. Do you have any recommendations, dude? Everything I've done in Japan has just been the best. I'm trying to think if there's something specific I would recommend. I would recommend checking out all the temples and the parks and stuff like that. I think they're amazing. So fun. They miss on their Misty. That's probably GG. But yeah, I think they're so fun. So that's probably the first thing I would recommend is like all the parks and stuff like that. It's just the best. Aerodactyl picks up the W for us right here. GG. GG, Gyarados. Punch. Hitmonchan racking up the dubs. You love my YouTube vids? Thank you, buddy. We get 1 point. Pokeball. They're gonna get something. I think Blaziken's just a little too fast for us, unfortunately, but we're gonna try. Lucario could be fun too. Yeah, true. Oh, it's not Blaziken, it's Char. Okay. I expected Blaze. All right. So for this, we can double Amber. Put the energy on and punch. We get 1 point. Now, unfortunately for us, if they already have rare candy, we miss out on Aerodactyl's ability here. But, you know. Give it to him straight. A quick straight. That's what we're trying to do. Just a quick one. They could Stoke. If they don't have Stoke Char and it's other Char, the other Char is a lot slower. So we at least have an option there, right? Let's see what they do. Entei, okay. We're not too afraid of Entei. They could just retreat to it for some draw power. It's probably OG Char, I agree. Yeah. It's probably OG Char, which isn't the worst for us. They're going to have to evolve on the bench for it, though. Guzma. We don't have our Geo here, so we don't get this Charizard KO, unfortunately. Stokesard wouldn't run Magby. I mean, you guys are correct, but have you ever played this game? You see a lot of wild stuff, especially when the ranked ladder's not here yet. You see a lot of stuff, but I agree with you. Stokesard probably is not running Magby. They should probably just evolve here, huh? Copycat. Oh, wow. They don't have it. Maybe they get it now. They don't. The nice thing about that Magby is they're going to be able to evolve and then bring it in. So the Magby actually saves them in a huge way. You know? The Magby probably wins them the game here. Because I can't do enough damage to that Charizard. And I can't do enough damage to Entei. So Magby comes in, they evolve Char on the bench, bring it in, and then start sweeping us. Retreat to Entei. They need the card draw, huh? If I repel, they don't give me Char, but it doesn't matter. They have to give me Char, I guess, and then I just retreat Aerodactyl for the win. GG. They didn't get it. We got him. The streak continues with Hitmonchan. Hey, this is the midway point of the video where I want to know from you, what EX do you think is the most underwhelming in the new set? Let me know in the comments. Chan. It's like Rampardos, but it's kind of even better than Rampardos. It's easier, it's more like consistent to get online. The nice thing is Rampardos, I mean, they have trade-offs, but they're extremely similar cards, you know? I think it's probably better, though. They evolve. Okay. Other Eevee. We've got a Psychic deck with Honedge. If I Sabrina, they probably give me something that I can't really do too much with, so we're just gonna punch. Yeah, it's like if Rampardos and Giratina had a baby. A beautiful baby. I'm wondering if, like, the Aerodactyl version is going to be my favorite version of this. I'm not sure. Calmsing means nothing right now. None of this really helps me, unfortunately. Just have a really bad hand. We're weak to Psychic, too. I think they just put out Sylveon, yeah? Hitmonchan is missing its Mega Fighting partner. Although the Donphan one in Expert Battles is good enough for now. I'll have to look at the... What's the Donphan one? I feel like that wouldn't be that good. I feel like you'd probably just rather play Donphan, right? Which I think is a pretty good card. I like Donphan. The only thing I think with Hitmonchan is if you're playing Hitmonchan, the entire point is to run Hitmonchan first, right? I feel like there's... It feels like Hitmonchan is like almost perfectly set up to be played just as a first with a fossil, you know? It feels like it's like tailor-made for that combination. Dang. It's such a bummer to just be looking at nothing useful. If I Sabrina, they give me something I can't really work with. I guess I just have to punch this with red, huh? You can't play Rampardos without Ionos. I don't know who told you that. That's not true. You can definitely play it without Ionos. I promise you, you can play it without Iono. Getcha. Gotcha, buddy. GG. Hitmonchan. Why don't we have ranked this month? It's a good question, Moonblast. I think they wanted... I think there's probably been enough complaints about new players or free-to-play players not being able to get cards. So I think they're trying to hold off for that reason. That's my guess on it, but honestly, I don't have a straight answer, you know? Have I made Galarian Cursola? No, we made some last season, but not on the new season yet. Their power in the EVs. Comms is not it yet. We professors. Skull fossil, that's good. We get a point. Is ranked gone for a month? It's gone for most of November, yeah. Yeah, it's gone for most of November. Which is weird. I have 2 rare candies, but no Pokemons. They go Jolteon? I doubt it, right? I guess they could. How do people know how to put great decks together? I mean, you know, you play a while and you start to get a feel for what's going on in the game. You start thinking about like what your win conditions are and things like that, right? I'm gonna comms out this Cranidos right now. Rare candy our Rampardos. Give it some energy. I'm gonna Geo for the KO here. We should be pretty set to go. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. If that becomes Sylveon, we can't get it in one. Well, we could if they don't cape, right? Because we have red, so we're pretty set here. Ol' Amba. Sylveon EX. Yeah. Not bad. Another Old Amber and a Pichu. Just waiting here. Would Repel work with fossils? I believe it counts as a basic once it's on the board, so yes, you know. GG. GG. Punch. Once again, Hitmonchan wins. Nobody look at Rampardos, the actual EX in this deck. Once again, it's Hitmonchan. It's Hitmonchan. I mean, like, Darkrai Giratina stayed meta forever, right? All right, one more. Are the old decks still meta viable? I mean, that's funny that you asked that as soon as that happened. Yeah, definitely. You'll find some old decks that are still doing pretty good. Yeah, one of the 7-0 decks is a Suicune Ninja. Another one's an Altaria, Silvally, or Ikorio, Suicune Ninja. So they're all still doing great, guys. You know? Ori. Repel. Okay. I bet Darktina's having some trouble, though. I'm curious how it's doing. It's still a really good deck no matter what, but... maybe it's finally getting its comeuppance. Electrical Cord, Tapu Koko. Okay. Definitely Professors, right? I don't think the 60 matters. I guess it matters if I hit red, but... okay. Skull Fossil. Energy. Repel. I can at least do some damage here. Punch! Darktina in the tournament is doing what? Where's it at? It's not doing great. There's only 3 of them playing, though, to be fair. Almost everyone's playing Entei, Blaziken. That's the lion's share of the decks. The question is, do I just take the KO right now? I think I probably do, yeah? I could take it with Cranidos, too. Cranidos has 90 HP. I don't take any recoil damage from it. Yeah, I think it's probably the call, huh? They do get to power their cards, but they can't bring in Oricorio. They have to bring in the Raikou. Thoughts on Mega Gary? It's a really fun deck. I like it a lot. Once it gets online, it's hard to shut it down, you know? Blaziken's getting farmed by Suicune Ninja. I could see it. GG. Gyarados seems like the least tournament viable deck of the bunch, right? Punch, yeah. I think for me, Hitmonchan, it requires one of the 2 fossils. Rampardos is probably your better option, I think. You know? Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see y'all next time. We did it.